Everybody else can go to hell.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I was going to focus on the game, but once again, Stephanie White has made the story about something she has done. And she took to the podium before the game and decided she was going to attack fans that are critical of her, media that actually is critical of her. Let's just start right here. Me, before the game. Stephanie White has once again made the story not about the game being played, but she manufactured another story, and she did. Let's start here. This is a professional coach, or is supposed to be, of a professional league. Supposed to be. She has absolutely no ability to handle criticism at all. She cannot keep things from getting personal. I don't know if she believes this is how professional coaches act. Can you imagine if she was the manager of the Yankees or the coach of the Eagles? She wouldn't last a week. People have been very critical of her. People have called her out for not having Sophie Cunningham's back the other day. She gets caught in a little bit of a fib here, too. She claims she did not see the play between Dejanay and Sophie. You sure about that?
This isn't necessarily for those people that are in this room. This is more for an online community.
Of course, it is not for the people in that room, because none of them should have media credentials anymore, because they should be crushing you over these unprofessional, unhinged remarks that you made. None of them have the guts to do it.
That's trying to create narratives.
She goes after an online community. Stephanie White, is Austin Kelly coaching this team? Because at this point, I got to believe you got to be spending a lot of time online, looking at social media, looking at, oh yeah, Stephanie White, you got conservative media covering you now. Uh-oh, you got voices that you're not used to hearing from that aren't afraid to call you out. You got people that have covered other sports that aren't afraid to call you out. And it seems that you can't handle it and you are cracking.
This isn't necessarily for those people that are in this room. This is more for an online community that's trying to create narratives that simply don't exist. Trying to create a fabrication or distortion of who I am, of what I'm about. Our players' success, our players' health and wellness, our players' safety is always a top priority for me. One of the things I pride myself on is my relationships with players. For those who have anything to say about the play in the last game, I didn't see the play in real time. I went straight to a press conference. I thought the play got called right. Thankfully, Sophie's okay. Was it egregious? Absolutely. When you have a chance to watch that over and over and over on replay, you can see that. I didn't have that in real time.
Were there any
I take personally
Sorry.
any suggestions that I don't 100% always have my players back. I ride with them 10 toes down all the time. All the time. They know that. It's a shame that we can't have an opportunity to talk about what great basketball they're playing. Because they are fucking playing.
No, we can't, because you won't quit doing dumb shit. And in this case, saying dumb shit.
The reality is, with me, I will always lead with love. I will always lead with grace. I will always lead with humility. And I will always lead with integrity. Doesn't mean I'll always get it right. I'm also human. The hate, the fear-mongering, the divisiveness, the stuff that's trying to hijack our league will not win. It won't win. We are united. We are connected. We will not be divided. Every day these women put their ass on the line. Every day. When they go low, we go high. Love will win. Grace will win. Humility will win. And kindness will win. I stand by them. I will always stand by them. Everybody else can go to hell.
Don't you love how professional that was at the end? She goes on a rant about love and kindness and tells the people that are critical of her to go to hell. And make no mistake, there are a lot of fans of Caitlin Clark, of Sophie Cunningham, of the Indiana Fever, that their professional basketball coach just told to go to hell. Bill Walsh, Bill Belichick, Bill Parcells, Pat Riley, Phil Jackson. Can you imagine them not being able to handle criticism? Joe Torre, former longtime Yankees coach. Can you imagine them not being able to handle criticism? We saw Bill Belichick get surly with a lot of people over the years. He never once told a fan base to go to hell. There is going to be so much more on this. Unfortunately for Stephanie White, congratulations. You created another story. How many times have you guys heard me say that in the last couple of weeks? She has created another story. Let's start here. This is a video, and it sure looks like, by the way, Stephanie White's standing right here. Right here. There's a finger pointing at her. Watching this play in real time. Right there. Right there. She claims she did not see the play in real time. It certainly looks like you did. Let's go here. Kelly Krauskopf. I said Stephanie White, for the second time in a week, for the third time in a month, has done something that should have got her run off the job. Run off the job. Twice she has failed to back her own players. Whether she likes it or not, she's guilty of it. And because she's mad, I'll just retort with a little anger. I don't care if you're mad at us. It's of zero importance to me. Wow. So we get a statement from Kelly Krauskopf where she backs Stephanie White. And let me be clear. This team president should hit the bricks too. If you're going to co-sign this, if you're going to back it, you need to find another line of work too, because you can't handle the job. Social media is a thing now. Harsh criticism has always been a thing. Nobody gave a shit about your league enough to pay attention. And now you got a lot of regular sports fans that expect a league to be covered a certain way. And you guys don't know how to handle it. You don't. Coach White has done a tremendous job leading the Fever for the second consecutive season. Has us in a great position for a playoff push. She has kept our team focused and united, all while under the brightest spotlight our team and our league has ever experienced. She has full support of leadership. So you all are a joke. You are all a joke. I've got to wonder, is Austin Kelly coaching this team? Because she's obviously sitting back and just watching. How many people are you watching? You know how hard it is for somebody like Dan Dockage to criticize Stephanie White? And he has said in the last 2 weeks, it's time for her to go. And he knows her. By the way, Stephanie, you brought this on yourself. I did not hammer you like this last year. I didn't. Christy Sides, I did not hammer her like I was critical of Christy, but I never hammered her like I've had to hammer this coach because this coach doesn't know how to handle criticism and can't act professional. And yeah, when you come out and you tell fans that we don't want you, I'm going to crush you. You better believe it. By the way, the Fever won a game tonight. 106-92. Caitlin Clark had a double-double. 22 and 10. 28 from Kelsey. Aaliyah Boston, 19 and 7. Sophie Cunningham threw in 12 points. 2 rebounds. 4 of 5 from three-point range. And I would have loved to have gotten on here like I normally do and talk about the basketball, a basketball reaction, and Stephanie White. Congratulations, Stephanie. You stole that from fans that wanted to hear about the game. And if you wanted to hear about the game, I apologize. But there was no way I wasn't going to address this tonight. And by the way, I will address it from now until the very next game on multiple channels. These comments were unacceptable from a professional coach. I will have a reaction video on these comments from everybody, and she is getting destroyed. You ranted and raved about kindness and love and then told anybody that's critical of you and that has called you out to go to hell. And you think that's how you conduct yourself as a coach of a professional team and a professional league? That is not how you conduct yourself at all. This league has never gotten attention. They're not used to scrutiny, and it shows daily. Tell me what you think. Make sure you hit subscribe. There will be more reaction. The Indiana Fever posted her remarks. The fans are crushing her. They are crushing her. Every media person worth a grain of salt. I've seen Unhinged. I've seen Berserk. I've seen people are calling her out for the love and kindness and then the go to hell situation. It was a terrible look. I'm going to be real. This is the worst look I've ever seen in my 50 years. I can vividly tell you about sports for 45 years. This tonight was the worst look I've ever seen in 45 years from any professional coach in any league. Tell me what you think. I mean, look, Bobby Knight used to throw all kinds of fits. At least he was a legend. He had some pelts on the wall. Not the same. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.